Hi everyone, how are you all? Now, they call it Europe's best kept secret, but the secret is officially out, and none other than Albania. A country where you can hike through alpine peaks in the morning and swim in the Mediterranean waters by the afternoon, and all without breaking the bank.
So in this video, we will talk about the visa process, how we booked our flights and accommodation, the immigration trouble we faced, and we will also share our 10-day detailed itinerary. So stay tuned for it.
Albania is a small country in the Balkan region. When we think of a European holiday, our minds instantly go to Switzerland or Paris. But let's be honest, the visa hassle and the skyrocketing expenses can make planning a nightmare. That is exactly why Albania needs to be on your radar right now. It is incredibly budget friendly, the people are exceptionally welcoming, and it is easily one of the most beautiful countries we've ever road tripped through. Let's talk about the visa process now. A great news for Indian travelers, you can apply for an Albanian e-visa. However, if you have a valid UK, US or Schengen visa, you can enter Albania visa-free for up to 90 days. We have mentioned the link for the Albanian e-visa website in the description box, so you can directly click on that link and apply for your visa.
Let's talk about the flights now. Since we live in Dublin, we took the direct Ryanair flight from Dublin to Tirana, which is the capital of Albania, which they have recently started operating twice a week, every Monday and Thursday. If someone is traveling from India, mainly Delhi, Emirates, Turkish Airlines, etc. operates direct flights from Dublin to Tirana. It takes on an average around 11 to 15 hours. Before you even pack your bags, we need to talk about immigration at Albania airport because this is where things can get incredibly stressful. If you're traveling on an Indian passport, even if you live abroad or hold an Irish residence permit or similar ID, border control can get highly confused about whether you actually need a separate visa. We faced some massive confusion at the immigration ourselves, which nearly derailed things before they even got started.
We actually have made a whole dedicated video about exactly what went wrong, so definitely check that out right after this. But the short answer here is just to secure that official Albanian e-visa beforehand, so you have all the paperwork when you land. I have added the card somewhere here on the screen for you.
Now, to truly experience Albania, you need a rental car. We rented ours from a local company called Ottoman. So how was your experience?
It was completely up to the mark without any hidden fees. People were really nice. They had also provided a shuttle service for us to pick up from the airport to their office free of charge. And eventually they provided us with a spotless and a highly reliable car.
Since we had a late flight, after picking up our rental car, we drove 30 minutes west of Tirana to a beautiful coastal town of Durres for our first stay. We stayed in Durres for 2 nights and 3 days. If you want a mix of rich history and laid-back seaside vibes, this is a perfect starting point. We started our day exploring the Durrës Amphitheatre. It's this massive 2nd century Roman monument. From there, we headed into the local market. After checking out the market, we headed straight to the Durrës beach to catch the sea breeze and watch the waves. To wrap up the perfect day, we headed down to the promenade for dinner. The seafood here is incredibly fresh and very budget friendly. Leaving the coast of Durrës behind, we headed north towards the Albanian Alps. The baseline speed limits are 40 km per hour inside towns and cities, 80 to 90 km per hour on highways, but they tend to change frequently. A quick warning, local drivers will overtake you aggressively but do not follow their lead. Traffic police actively targets rental cars. Sticking to the speed limits will save you from an unexpected holiday fine.
We were reaching Thethit and we're about to spend a total of 2 nights and 3 days. It's a quiet, traditional village in the mountains where life moves slowly. Honestly, it felt like stepping completely back in time. We stayed in a beautiful hotel which had an incredible hospitality and they serve hearty, homemade Albanian food. In the evening, we walked around the village. It has this beautiful church with a jaw-dropping backdrop of snow-capped peaks, which makes for an absolutely postcard perfect photo. We came back to our hotel after a lovely stroll in the village and had an amazing local food in our hotel. The weather was not in our favor the next morning, so we spent first half of our day in our hotel, which was absolutely needed to admire how beautiful and untouched that place was. Later in the evening, as the weather started clearing, we went for a hike to the Blue Eye. Yes, that Blue Eye. The Blue Eye was absolutely breathtaking with clear turquoise water and surrounded by dramatic mountains. It's around an hour and a half walk from the car park to the Blue Eye, and we paid around 200 Albanian lek for the parking. It wasn't very crowded when we visited the Blue Eye at the end of April. It's anyway not very crowded during the shoulder season. Even though it was a steep uphill walk, we were still able to enjoy every bit of it. The water is a brilliant glowing neon blue, and because it's fed by melting snow, it's absolutely ice cold. The Albanian Alps, oh my god, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. You must have seen the pictures by now. It's such a lovely place. See you guys from Ksamil.
After a long road trip, we were very excited to check into our new hotel where we were staying for 4 nights, 5 days. After checking into our hotel and relaxing for a few hours, we immediately went to a restaurant as we were very hungry for an early dinner. After having a wholesome meal, we went to Ksamil beach to witness an amazing sunset and also clicked a lot of pictures with the famous silver hand. Next day after breakfast, we went to beach hopping and soaked some sun, relaxing on the Bora Bora beach, had a lovely dinner and called it a day. It was our third day in Ksamil, and we were very excited to head out to the Benja thermal bath, which is a 2.5 hour drive from Ksamil. There are natural hot springs where you can take a dip and relax with a view of the snow-capped mountains. It is said that the water has medicinal properties as well. We did not take a dip, but we definitely enjoyed the walk through the canyon. Today we decided to do kayaking and explore Ksamil Islands. We rented a kayak for 1500 Albanian lek for an hour. If you want, you can do other water activities as well, such as rent a speedboat or a jet car or a boat taxi.
Just a short 30-minute drive up the coast from Ksamil brings you to Sarande, the unofficial capital of the Albanian Riviera. If Ksamil is a boutique beach village, Sarande is a vibrant, bustling coastal city that completely comes alive after dark. You get incredible waterfront restaurants, a high-energy nightlife scene, and a massive port connecting you to Corfu, Greece. We were about to spend 2 nights and 3 days in Sarande, and we had already started our day with a beautiful beach. After the beach, we checked into our hotel where we received a very warm welcome. We went for a beautiful lunch at a family-run restaurant and took a short walk to the promenade eventually. We headed out again in the evening to enjoy the night scenes of Sarande and have some food. Sarande is famous for its boat tours. There are many vendors available at the promenade from where you can take a boat for 3 to 4 hours and they take you to the secluded beaches which are only accessible by boat. The boat tour cost between 15 to 30 euros per head. We didn't do any of that because the weather wasn't favoring us. Instead, we decided on visiting a beautiful castle overlooking the Sarande coastline. We went to the famous Blue Eye in Sarande. In contrast with the one in Thethit, this is a massive, deep geothermal spring bubbling up from a cave more than 50 meters underground. Accessibility-wise, Sarande's Blue Eye is way easier. Because it's so accessible, it gets significantly more crowded with tourists. If you don't want to walk, there are toy trains available which can take you from the parking lot to the Blue Eye for 300 lek per person one way. After coming back from the Blue Eye, we had a lovely lunch at the marina. If you love hiking and want a raw adventure, Thethit wins hands down. This was our last day in Albania. We checked out from our hotel and headed towards Beirut. It is a historical town and also known as a city of 1,000 windows. Spent a couple of hours admiring the history of the place and then eventually headed towards the airport to catch our flight. Albania is a country of absolute extremes. It forces you to adapt, to take the roads a little slower, and to expect the unexpected. Whether you're looking for an intense mountain trek or a Mediterranean beach holiday, all on a budget, Albania completely delivers.
If you're planning your trip here and want to get a complete experience of all our stays, make sure to visit our channel and watch every dedicated video in our Albania travel series. You can also find all the links in the description, from the hotels we stayed at to the restaurants we dined in. If this guide helped you map your travel itinerary, smash that like button, drop your questions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more such travel guides.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next adventure. Bye!